Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel once again. Global Football View, where we talk all things football. And today I'm joined by my two lovely panelists who are smiling today after an impressive win from both their club. Chelsea won against Liverpool and Manchester United defeated Sunderland. I think today's going to be a lovely show because I see them in a happy mood, in a smiling faces. But you know what to do first. Like this video, share to your friends, hit that like as soon as possible. I want this video to get at least 100 like in the LS form. If you're not subscribed yet to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. Let us know your comment in the comment section. Which match was impressive for you and which match you think was disappointing for you, because a lot of Barcelona fans are crying and wallowing in their tears. And without wasting much time, let me introduce them. You know them already, Mr. Rotino and Mr. James on the show. How are you guys feeling?
Feeling good.
Feeling good.
Feeling great.
I can see you are feeling great.
Blue is sky. The blue is cool.
The sky is blue, and Manchester, is it still red or blue?
Oh, it has always been red.
It has always been red, and the blue side of Manchester would not agree to that because they've won a lot of trophy in the last 10 years. And Manchester United haven't won the trophy. They've won. But where do we start from? We start from Stamford Bridge. Mr. Rotino. Chelsea 2, Liverpool 1. Estavo, the young Brazilian wonder kid, stab Liverpool with what, like they say, have a taste of your own medicine. Liverpool losing back-to-back games in the dying minutes of the game. Tell us about the game. How did you feel?
I feel good because I was sure that we are going to beat.
You were not sure.
I was sure we are going to. No.
See your score prediction. Wait,
it was 1-1.
Before you go far, see your score prediction 1-1. So how were you sure?
I was sure we are going to beat them. I said it that we are going to beat them because I just went for the scores that we know it's probably going to happen. It's not going to be more than 1-1, or Chelsea is going to win. So that is it. And you can't take that away from Chelsea, that we actually played well in the match and beat them in a very good match to be played in. So for the game, it was a nice game and we actually get the win.
It was a nice game. You actually got the win, and you got the win in the dying minutes of the game. And it was sweet for me as a rival fan who want Liverpool not to win. Mr. James, you watched the game too, and let's get your beats on the game. Firstly,
Well, we all said Chelsea had a better chance of winning that game. Liverpool, although they've won like 70% of their games this season, they haven't played well. And every time we come here, we say they don't play well. They get a lot of favorable decisions, and they are not playing like the team of last season. It's not cohesive. They are highly dependent on individual brilliance up front. The defense has been a shambles. And for the midfield, we cannot really talk about it because it's not been as stable as last season because they keep chopping and changing due to injuries and unavailability issues. But yes, Liverpool have not been great this season. Chelsea play football. It's just individual errors that usually cost them,
yeah.
and certain decisions by the coach. But they play very well. They play as a team. They have a young squad. It's the right blend of experience and youngins.
Yeah, let me stick with Liverpool right now. We'll talk about Chelsea, how brilliant they were. I don't want it to be we are talking about Liverpool more, because Chelsea actually did very, very well in winning that game because they played a nice football. Are Liverpool in a crisis?
I wouldn't say it's a crisis. I think what the problem now is Ancelotti is finding out what the Premier League is about. Last season when he came, he didn't do much.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't change anything. All he did was restore Gravenberch into the midfield, and it was a lot more calm. Although they played the same brand of football Klopp was playing, but it was a lot more controlled. At this point, he's trying to implement his own ideas and philosophy, and instead of being calm like last season, it's a bit more chaotic. They're being very chaotic. Like, it's not control. There's no control. They attack in. It's not uniformed like it used to be. It's just crazy, crazy, crazy. And Anslot is not that crazy type. So I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah, I don't think. For me, the question just that the question is on the social media space, and a lot of people are talking about it. Liverpool fans are, I don't know, they are being like the big babies crying over the losses they had. Just three losses in a row. Mr. Rotano, before we talk about Chelsea and how impressive they were, do you think Liverpool are in a crisis?
Before this,
Three losses in a
if
row.
you remember, before the season will start, I told you Slot is going to try to play his own football, and that will cost him much this season because it's there for you to see like it's going to cost him. Like I know every coach when you come first, you try to play the pattern of what they have been playing.
Yeah.
But when you try to come to your own pattern, it's not going to be easy. So that's the situation they are finding themselves right now. But they have the player to change it around. You can't say that's not going to happen because three games in a row do not mean they are out of the season.
Yeah.
They are still inside the season. They are still second, 1 point behind the Arsenal. So it's not really that big deal. I just think Slot need to start finding a solution to his problem right now before it gets into the season.
Yeah. Before I want us to really talk about how impressive Chelsea were, because me, I was impressed with Chelsea. I wasn't expecting Chelsea to be that impressive in the sense of the player they were missing. Even inside the game, they lost two defenders inside and while the game was going on. So with a lot of injury crisis Liverpool had, Chelsea had, I thought Liverpool would win the game or even get something out of the game. But what I'm seeing in the media right now is Liverpool are in a transition. I don't get it. You have the best goalkeeper in the world who has been there for the past 6, 7 years in Allison. You have the best defender in the world who likes to twerk, Virgil van Dijk. I know you're smiling. You like that. You have Mohamed Salah. You have the core of the midfield of last season. You have the core of the defense last season. And the attack, I won't say you have the call of the attack because you lost Diaz, you lost Darwin Nunes, and may God rest his soul, Diego Jota. So I'll say the attack is a little bit fresh, but spending over 400 and something million, breaking the English transfer record twice. How does that translate to a team in transition? Because I don't get it.
Well, the thing is, they are in a transition. It's not a full transition, but the fact remains that they are in a transition because they're trying to blood all these new players into the team. And let's not forget, the most expensive striker, they get a preseason with them. He stayed away until the season started before he came in. So yes, and the attack is relatively new.
Mm-hmm.
They've not played together.
But they've scored.
They have scored goals, but Viet has not scored. He has not provided an assist. Isaac only in the Carabao Cup.
He got an assist again.
He got an assist against, and even that was not an intentional assist. It was a miscontrolled pass. He was trying to control the ball to shoot, and the ball flew over his leg, but he touched it and then landed right for. So it's not being cohesive. They are not playing as a unit.
Yeah.
It would take a while, but then in the English Premier League, we all know nobody has the time to do that. So they will suffer. They will come together, but we've been saying this from the start of the season. They are going to suffer. I told you the late goals that they get constantly.
It's not a sign of.
It's not good. It's not good for them, especially at the start of the season. If this was happening in the middle or the end of the season, we'll say yes, that's what champions are made of. But at the start of the season, it looks like you're riding your luck. And that's not sustainable. You cannot do that over a period of 38 game season.
Yeah. Mr. Rotary, I want to get your opinion on this particular subject right now because people are quick to point and Chelsea has spent 1.2 billion. Chelsea has spent this. Chelsea have signed this. Have signed this. Liverpool spending over 400 and something over 440 million pounds, breaking the English transfer twice in one window. Yet the media are trying to paint them as if they bought a whole new set of players. Because if you look, majority of the players who won the league are still there. So how are they getting this protection from the media, this darling from the media? But Chelsea do not get that. When it comes to Chelsea, you spend this so amount of money.
When we talk about Liverpool, I think everybody should understand they are like the France favorites in football. People don't go at Liverpool the way they go at other clubs, especially Liverpool and Man City. People don't go at them the way they go at Arsenal, Man U, Chelsea. Like they give them some kind of preference, yeah, some kind of preference, like a darling boy of a thing. Maybe because they don't have loud fans the way other people
Who
have.
says this?
I know why, and I'll tell you why. It's not because they do not have loud fans. Liverpool, Man City, over the last, say, 30, 40 years, have been very insignificant. They didn't achieve much until recently. So the recency bias is still there for people to know. They do not have the history, the prestige of other clubs that were fighting constantly in the 90s and early 2000s. They don't have it. Yes, Liverpool won the Champions League in 2005. Apart from that, it was only a Carabao and an FA Cup. So in that sense, they are like Newcastle. People will give them that leeway. People will give them that free reins, free pass. So it's not like they don't have loud fans. Liverpool have the most loud, delusional fans in the world.
Never see.
Man City, we don't have a lot of them around this part, so we cannot say for them. But online, you see them; they are very loud, and they only got that loud voice from 2012 upwards. So it's not about the fans; it's just that they don't have the history to back the loudness. So people don't really go at them like that. If it were Chelsea, it was Manchester United. And even with Chelsea, yes, it's because they have a lot of fans around these parts. We see them, we interact with them a lot of the time. But then their success also started from they gave Man City the blueprint. So it's practically the same. But then they have fans, they have a lot of fans around us that we can conversate with.
Yeah.
Liverpool fans went into hiding up until 2019. They went into hiding. I have a lot of them in my family and they don't speak outside.
He said they don't speak outside.
No, they don't.
Mr. Time, how impressed were you watching Chelsea humiliate the Premier League champion?
Oh, that match I was very happy with him first, and I think Maresca with kind of idea he came into the match with. I think on the Liverpool match he got everything right because he made some substitution on a normal day. I would not have expect Maresca to do that kind of substitution. He did player for player like remove attack for attack, remove defense for defense, not like the other weeks. My coach is going to remove attack for defense because we are on record.
Yeah.
Well, even this week, I thought he's supposed to do something like that because our centre back were injured. So I was expecting to bring more
More defense.
more defense so that we can have more body at the back. But he went further wide to bring the front three went off and brought new front three. So it was a really good game and we actually deserved the win. It's something we played for.
Yeah.
So Mariska, thank you for this one. You really make my week, and I think we can continue in this kind of manner.
Talking about impressive, you predicted 1-1, you predicted 2-2, and I predicted 2-2. So none of us got any points from that game. You watched Manchester United beat Sunderland. Were you impressed with what you saw?
I honestly, I'm a little indifferent. I mean, it's Sunderland, yes, the best performing promoted team in the league, and they should have given us a better game. But I think from the very beginning, Amorim has learned a few things, and he showed. It was a bit more controlled. It wasn't as chaotic as the other games with the smaller teams. It was a bit more controlled. There was a lot of control. United controlled the game on and off the ball, especially in the first half. The second half, Sunderland came into the game, but then you could still see that control that Manchester United had over the game. They didn't give them a lot of chances like they used against Brentford when they gave up a lot of chances. Everybody was on the same wavelength, if I would say, especially in defense. They didn't allow them a lot of touches in the box like they used to. It was a lot more controlled. And if there was anything I was impressed by, it was Imbuemo and Ahmad's relationship on that right. We cost them a lot of attacks. About 90% of the attack went through that side.
Yeah.
The one person I'm not convinced about is Cunha, and Dalo had the poorest game of everybody in that particular match. Dalo, I love Dalo, but this season especially, every time I watch him play, he gives me reason to think he's not fit. And that alone is an indictment on Dogu because Dogu was supposed to play left wing back. and he was dropped for Dallo, who is originally a right back.
I think you have a Dallo on your fantasy.
No, Dogu. You know, he sold them. I have Dogu.
You have Dallo.
Yes, I have Dogu. I expected him to start, but Amorim made a change, and Dogu saw about 23 minutes, and he gave me a point.
Yeah, did you
Just 1 point.
did you watch the game?
No, I actually watched the first 30 minutes of the game.
Because
After the goal, I went.
there's this Discord on social media space that Sunderland were very, 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 very poor, and a lot of Manchester United fans are saying this is the poorest team they faced this season. He said he was like, I didn't watch the game because it was same time with Arsenal, so there's no way I'll watch the two, and I don't have two screens, so I couldn't share myself. So from the first 30 minutes you watched, what did you make of the game?
I think the first 30 minutes, Sunderland played much better in 10 minutes than in 30 minutes. I think the first attack they had was like something was a controversial penalty they didn't give to them. I think if they have given them that penalty, it should have been a different game entirely. But
Was it a penalty?
for me, like the touch was there. The touch was there. So if the referee have given a penalty for that, I'll not have overturn it because we've done something now, even not even close to that. That was a penalty.
The narrative Ahmad came with this season is that VAR is just only going to intervene when there's a clear and obvious error. I didn't watch the penalty incident. I've talked to Mr. James on the incident, and he said there was no contact. So you giving me
Okay, we watched Bakada and Sevilla together, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the penalty that was given to Sevilla?
That penalty is shit penalty.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. On a good day, that penalty was that Sunderland penalty. Some referee will have given that as a penalty.
But I heard the referee gave it. Actually,
yeah, and VAR
overturned it.
If you're comparing the I didn't see the Barcelona penalty incident, and if you say they had that penalty in the first 10 minutes, it wasn't. We were leading when they had that penalty. It wasn't a penalty, and you just rightly called the Sevilla penalty a shitty penalty, and you're saying this one should be given. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
No, we're saying that if this penalty can be given,
but you called it a shitty penalty.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you're saying for you said for you it's a penalty.
But do you know Sunderland is better than Sevilla's own?
It wasn't.
It was
the guy
better.
held his face. Sesko raised his leg to clear the ball. The guy didn't touch the ball. Neither of them touched the ball. And his armpit hit Sesko's leg in the air, and then he held his face, and then he fell down. The referee took penalty, and then the VAR called referee. Look, he didn't touch him.
But you just said this.
No, wait. Let me. We watched Chelsea Benfica Champions League.
Yeah.
Did you see Pedro legs up? He never touched the guy.
It was
But was given a yellow card. So if you say he didn't touch him, I don't understand what you're saying.
The Premier League officiating and the threshold of incident being given in the Premier League is different from the Champions.
Higher.
It's higher from the Champions because the Champions League. I saw the penalty that was awarded against which club was it? Liverpool. Soboslai.
Listen.
For me, that's not a penalty.
For the United incident, if the guy had not held his face and maybe he held his ribs, held his hand, I think it would have been given. Because his hand was over Sesko's leg. He didn't reach his face. He didn't touch his face in any way. So he was play acting. But then the original question, and then this is the problem. When it comes to United, I feel the narratives change consistently. We are talking about Sunderland being shitty on the day. I can equally say Liverpool were shitty on the day because they played shitty all season. You understand?
Yeah.
United controlled the game. It was as a consequence of United's play. That's how come Sunderland they didn't threaten United in any way. It's the same way I can say, okay, although Chelsea played well, Liverpool were shitty. And the second goal came it was a consequence of the defenders ball watching. Nobody moved. They were just standing, not watching. And if it was Manchester United, we'll come back and say, oh, Amorim is not a good coach. He didn't coach the players enough to recognize the danger to counter it. So I see that the narratives change, but then the fact still remains. A team would have to play well for the other team to be non-threatening.
Sure.
So Sunderland, yes, the best performing team of the promoted teams came by, and we made them useless. It's the same way I can say Chelsea made Liverpool useless, but Liverpool have been useless all season.
You cannot say Liverpool.
Yes, they score late goals, and I was saying that
they've been top of the league.
We've been saying it. We've been saying it consistently on the show that yes, although they are winning games, they've been useless.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I understand.
It's crazy.
Manchester United, I predicted 2-1, you predicted 3-1, and you said Solana was
Banta.
You say you went for banter. You got 0 from that game. Arsenal, West Ham, the next game we're going to talk about Arsenal. And there's a saying that, I've forgotten how they used to say that. When a team doesn't lay a glove on you, there's a way they say, I can't really put it. That's the kind of match I watched between Arsenal and West Ham. West Ham didn't have a shot on target in that game. West Ham had an SG of 0 in that game. So, but still, a lot of Arsenal fans are complaining that they were not impressed with Arsenal. Arsenal should be beating these people 5-0, blah blah blah, this and that. I don't know what fans want this in this era.
That's a problem of modern day football and modern day fans.
Because you played a game whereby there was nothing as if West Ham was going to score. You scored 2 goals, 3 points without breaking sweat.
I think it's the Pep virus, because even Pep has moved away from that. And in the Premier League, Pep has learned. In the Premier League, when you are playing against these small teams and you make it chaotic, you usually don't get anything out of it.
Mm-hmm.
They play you as if it's gutter to gutter like, and they will cause you problems.
Yeah.
When you play a more controlled game against these guys, yesterday I didn't watch the full match, but in the second half, Brentford actually had a long throw-in against Man City, and they chose to go short. Kayode went back, cleaned the ball, got a towel, cleaned the ball, went back as if he was going to throw, and went short because they realized they couldn't do it against Man City because Man City had moved in to control the game.
Yeah.
And if Arsenal were winning 2-0 against a West Ham side that have a new coach who is good at the dirty arts, the dark arts, and he has them playing as a unit, and you get a 2-0 win against West Ham, it's the 3 points you're after. And the 3 points right now have Arsenal at the top. So there's no point. I mean, the goals is very important, but then you go against teams that when you open up and play against them, they won't catch you on the counter and hurt you. Nuno has gotten West Ham to play as a cohesive unit, and they won't pass up chances. When they get 2 chances, they are going to get 1. So control the game, stifle them, stop them from scoring. If you get 1-0, you're okay.
Did you watch the Arsenal game?
No.
So knowledge Chelsea match you watch.
You know, I think watch last time. I think we are watching. I was watching Man U match at that time, so there's no way we are watching Arsenal game.
And you could have watched the Man United match with him.
Man U match.
Yeah.
Oh,
because Manchester United were winning.
You know why he didn't watch? It wasn't because Manchester. It wasn't because of the football. Even when they got to their time, I had to go and get it because it was out.
Okay. Yeah. On that game, I'll just say, Martin Odegaard, please fix whatever is wrong with you. I know most of these injuries are not really your fault, because the injury you had against West Ham was a knee-to-knee clash. I think it was out for 2 or 3 weeks, probably 3 weeks at max. I predicted 1-0 on that game, thinking exactly what I said. The game is going to be tight. There's still going to be space. That's why I predicted 1-0. And you got the correct score in that game. You said 2-0 Bukayo Saka, and you said 3-1. And I was happy. I wasn't happy. At the same time, I was happy your striker, Victor Gyökeres, in your fantasy team didn't score because it was your captain on the day. And so when Saka got that penalty, I was happy because I just signed him.
You know, Gyökeres actually wanted to play.
Of course.
Yeah, he was talking to Salah. Salah just brushed the ball.
Yeah.
Saka
just brushed him out. So that game ended in a 2-0 win for Arsenal, which take them on top of the Premier League. And the last game I wanted to talk about, Nottingham Forest,
Newcastle.
Now I wanted to talk about Brentford versus Man City. I said 2-2, you said 1-2, You said 1-3. You were saying something about a long throw. Wait, before I go into this Brentford game, the bookmakers now put Arsenal as the favourites to win the Premier League. Do you think they are wasting money?
I mean, the bookies are the bookies. Whatever they do is calculated, and several factors come into the decisions. I mean, with this Arsenal side, although they've added, and when we started the season, we said Arsenal have made improvements because the signings they've made have actually will elevate them to the next level. Except for Arteta, who yes, he's been a very good coach. I don't think he's been great for Arsenal.
Yeah,
He has had he's had these players for 5 years. He's built a team that, for me, they've consistently played on the same level. They've not broken through that ceiling yet. It's like they're stuck in year 3, and that's how it's been. Arsenal, Arsenal being one of the well, from the start of the season, they were one of the favorites along with Man City and Liverpool. People didn't actually count Chelsea, but I think they are getting into the conversations more.
There's something I wanted to say. Do you think if this was Manchester City having this kind of team Arsenal had and being put as a favorite by the bookies, do you think anybody will be questioning the bookies?
I will not say Manchester City. I'll say Man U. I will have bet my money on Man U or Chelsea if they are having this kind of form they are having right now.
So is it because Arsenal have not won? That's why
it's not because Arsenal have not won. I've watched Arsenal bend the elephant on a big tree. Yeah. I know they are going to fall down. For me, I'm sure about that.
The tree is going to break.
Yeah, the tree is going to break.
No, but this time we reinforced the tree.
You are there again.
We have reinforced the tree.
Arsenal is only. I don't know how everybody football. For me,
yeah,
Arsenal is going to be that team that they will be there and they will drop.
At some point, the story has to change. But for me, I think Arsenal have the players. They have the tools to be able to dominate. Because Liverpool are not playing well. Manchester City are not playing particularly well. Chelsea are up and coming. They have a lot of young players that they are putting through. Spurs cannot challenge. So it should be these 3. It should be Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool. Liverpool, I think they are going to fall hard. So Chelsea might sneak into the conversation. Arsenal they've assembled these players over the longest period of time as compared to the other teams. If they have a problem, it would be Arteta.
Will you bet your money on Arsenal?
That's why I said if they will have a problem, it would be Arteta.
I'm asking this: will you bet your money? For him, I know you will bet his money on Arsenal. Based
on all the factors that I have mentioned, I think Arsenal should win it.
No, not will you bet your money on Arsenal? Because me, I'm not going to bet my money on Arsenal anytime, any day.
We know, but all the time Arsenal is on your sleep.
Yeah.
Arsenal is not on my sleep. Let's forget weekly football. I can carry Arsenal on a weekly, but Arsenal to win the league is not something I'll bet my money on. Even if the odd is 0.0, I'll not bet my money on that.
Okay.
This season, Arsenal might actually do it.
Might.
Yeah. Pep is losing the plot. He's trying to be different from
this season. Nobody was good. Leicester went to take the league.
This
season nobody was good.
If 2015 should happen again, then it will be Chelsea winning the league.
Okay.
And there's Tottenham.
Let's see.
There's Tottenham. Their coach is very good.
Brentford, Manchester City. The game ended in a 1-0 win for Manchester City. I predicted a 2-2 draw. You predicted a 1-2. You predicted a 1-3. You watched the game, Mr. Rotano?
Yeah, I watched the game. Like City. I think Guardiola is good. I've told you already. Guardiola is not Guardiola anymore. He's just trying to get the point and say, okay, Uru to the glory. That's what Guardiola is playing like.
Tony Pulis-Nola.
Yeah, because after the one goal, the second half was boring.
Yeah,
Haaland at the back.
I watched Manchester City playing long ball, hoofing the ball. There was one passage of play when Brentford was attacking and Bernardo Silva hoofed the ball like.
Yeah, like
it's this is something they've been doing all season. If you watch their games, they do it all season, especially against teams that they think would give them problems. issues if they have the ball in their final third. And thankfully, they have a very goalkeeper now. They have a very good goalkeeper now in Donnarumma. He's commanding in the box. So I think it's the reason it deterred Brentford from going long with the throws, because they tried it and it was twatted all the time.
So don't you think with this way Manchester City are playing, they can actually sneak into the title, winning the title?
Oh, they are there.
I know they are
will be
there.
They will
Definitely,
be there.
I know they will be there, but don't you think that Pep Guardiola is doing a deceitful kind of way of, let's just get through this first phase of the game while my players are coming back from to fitness, the ones who got injured, then
Not necessarily. Look, last season, the problem they had was they tried to play the same way they played over the course of Pep Guardiola's tenure. And what happened was, when teams go to Man City or they play Man City and they are brave, they go at them, they cause them problems. Right now, he's also saying, okay, I have very quick players up front. Let me just sit, be compact, be very solid, and hit you. When they had Ederson, they were conceding left, right, center. Although he tried to play compact, they were conceding. Now he has a very good goalkeeper, and he's saying, okay, I have the blueprint. I mean, if other teams can do it, why not me? Let me do it too.
okay, Mr. Ratino, you got 1 point, you got 1 point, I got 0 point. I don't know why I predicted the game was going to end in a draw. Probably because of what I saw from Brentford against Manchester United. I thought those long throws was going to work out. But fortunately for them, it didn't work out, and they lost that game by 1-0. The striker which you have been questioning, Watermed. He has scored 4 goals now for
That guy is on
Newcastle
fire.
United. Are you eating some humble pie right now?
Nah.
What now? You
Even if the owner of Stuttgart can come outside and say he's only an idiot who pay that kind of money for Watermed. So,
but for me, I think that comment is over the board. Why would you make such?
because they know what they sell, they know what they
Was
sold.
it the
No,
CEO of Bayern?
No, it was. I think it was.
It was
Stuttgart.
Stuttgart.
Because he came from Frankfurt, right?
No, it came from
Stuttgart.
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 It was Stuttgart owner that said it. Like it's
So
only.
what do you make about this form at the moment? Because right now, Newcastle are getting the goals.
I think it's called on a penalty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
scoring
it's
penalty,
good.
scoring the Champions League, scoring against Arsenal.
Apart from the goal set, his hold-up play, his general play, yes, for me, his profile doesn't suit Newcastle and the way they want to play and the way they're trying to play over the last couple of years. But he is scoring. And a striker who is scoring, you cannot fault him. He is scoring. So for me, yes, we may not like him. We may not like his profile, but he's doing the job.
Is doing the job, and one person who is not doing the job right now, Ange,
What's the code?
shouldn't be sacked.
If Amori still at Mario, please leave Ajax.
Okay, I understand. You're playing him next.
It's not even I'm playing him.
No,
next.
but on a serious note, playing 7 matches, 5 defeats, 2 draws. For me, that's a crisis.
It's a crisis. right?
And in a sane world, we can all see that the Nottingham Forest players are not suited to him. Probably, I don't know if they don't like him, or they feel being outdone by their owner by sacking Nuno Esperanto Santos, who is probably doing a little. I won't say doing well. He just had 2 matches for West Ham, 1 draw and 1 loss. Do you think the player are not playing for him and he should be sacked?
No, for now, I don't think they really need to sack him. Maybe they should give him to middle of the season and see if he can turn the result around. Because it's not working for him right now, but he still have time to change that narrative. They still have more match before January, so I think he should still be there for now. So maybe in the next few weeks, if the result is not coming, the Nottingham Forest can have said, okay, we are done with you, let's sack you. But he still have the job, and Amori is still in mind. So
You always find a way. You always find a way of bringing Man U into your company.
Amori was not better than this.
Yeah, no, I'm
Was not better than him, and still have his job. So why are we calling for
and
to be sacked?
same question.
For me, I think he will be sacked.
He will. Should he?
I don't think he'll be able to save Nottingham Forest. And with that in mind, yes, he should be. I don't think he's the right guy for them. because Ange will come in. He's stubborn. He will come in.
And stick to his gun.
He will try to play the same way he played everywhere else, and it won't help Nottingham Forest. He should have at least tried to play the same way these guys knew from the beginning, and then bit by bit try to inculcate his own ideas into how they play. And now he's trying to change it. And it's in the middle. He came in the middle of it. Although it's the start of the season, he didn't really start with them, so it will be difficult for him.
Okay, you predicted a goalless draw, 3-1 and 2-1. You both got 1 point from the game. And for me, I think I was impressed with Newcastle in that game because of how the limited Nottingham Forest.
Control.
Yeah, limited Nottingham Forest from having any sustainable attack in that game. And my defender, Dampon, got an assist in the game, giving me 11 points. In that, I actually thought I was going to go to number 1 on my fantasy this week, but unfortunately, I'm still in number 2. Like they say, Arsenal always number 2, always number 2. Did you watch the Crystal Palace game, the only unbeaten team remaining after 19 games? Crystal Palace Everton. I watched that game and I was actually furious with Everton in the first half, and I was impressed with Everton in the second half because the first half and the second half is just night and day.
Yeah.
What they were not doing in the first half, which I was complaining about them because there was no pressure on the Crystal Palace player. Crystal Palace were detecting the play. If Crystal Palace had their shooting boots, I think they should be at least 2 or 3 goals up in the first half. And but Everton in the second half, my God. And when they were bringing it back to, I was saying, oh, they're bringing it back to better was missed chances. And for me, I think David Moyes is really getting the best out of Everton. Did you watch the game?
I watched parts of it. And for me, when I saw the starting lineup, the striker they started, and without the midfield, without Alcaraz, it lacked the energy, it lacked the incisive passing, and Grealish was on his own. So when I saw them coming in the second half, I knew it was going to change. Right from the start, I knew it was going to change. Tyler Dibbling, yes, he had the hype from last season with Southampton, but he's not there yet. He's still a kid. He's still trying to find his way. And starting him in that game, I think, well, Moyes recognized his error and he made changes. Brought in Alcaraz for Dibbling and brought Beto, who is their best striker, for their new one, Thiago.
So, Grealish, the man is on fire. Like, it's like a new kind of player all of a sudden. We are not seeing the Grealish we saw.
This is Grealish
the Grealish of Aston
Villa. I think
Grealish
Grealish going to Man City was not supposed to be Grealish.
Because he went there to win titles.
Yeah, and he won it.
He got 2.
He won it. Because this is the Grealish we know. This is Grealish that makes a team. This is the Grealish you put in a team and they make a difference in a team.
Grealish likes to be the big fish in a small pond.
Yeah. And that's what he's getting right now at Everton. And I'm happy for him in a way because with the talent he had, with the way he plays football and glides through the ball, it's not that kind of player you want to see not flourishing. Though it's not playing for my club, but when he's playing, when he's on the ball, I like the things he does with the football, and it makes me want to get up and applaud. So seeing him doing well at Everton right now is something I'm happy. And somebody that's also doing well at Everton, your former manager, David Moyes.
It's his home. Everton is his home.
If you say being comfortable cost Grealish from flourishing at Man City, David Moyes.
I mean, the word can be relative. David Moyes, this is his home. And let's not forget, Everton fans handed him out. They wanted him gone before Manchester United went for him because they thought they needed to go to the next level. It's the same thing that happened with him at West Ham. Yes, they were playing at the level for their club, like the mid-table level. And they wanted to see more attacking. And David Moyes is more like Sam Allardyce. They are pragmatic in their ways. But now you can even see that he has evolved in a certain way. He's playing more expansive football. And when he wants to go at you, he causes you problem. He is at home. it's not that comfort where you get to down tools and relax. Now there isn't a lot of pressure on him to perform. He's doing what he can do best with the club. Let's not forget when he came, Everton were in a
relegation fights.
Yes.
There were talk of even selling some of the players they had.
When the league was about to start, we all had them to struggle.
You, not me. I wasn't bad.
Yes, you weren't, but most people I know had them to struggle because they were not buying, and it was Moyes, and it was the same old tired squad that they had.
Yeah.
And now Moyes has gotten them to a level. Let's not say Moyes because before Grealish they were still.
They brought a new player to change their midfield, like
Dribbling, Akara.
Dribbling is not doing well. Akaras, yes. Akaras has been a master stroke.
That's been a great player.
He missed the game against Crystal Palace
because of
yellow
yellow cards.
And they still played very well, except for the fact that the first half they had players that were not. They had a chance where the striker, what's his name, said?
Beto.
No, not Beto. The first Barry. Any other striker?
Barry could not move.
He couldn't move.
I was shocked.
He showed the ball. He gave the ball to the defender, clear it.
Yeah, I was the only one who got a point from that game. I actually predicted them to win. Should we? I think we should applaud Crystal Palace for how consistent they have been in the past 19 games, playing all 19 games without 18 games without losing and getting their first win. Though the media want to say, okay, they've won, they've lost the game, blah blah blah, tired legs from the Europa League. Because that's what I thought was going to happen today, because playing the Europa League and going to the north of they played away in the Europa League Conference League, right? They played away in the Conference League, and you're not traveling to the northern part of England to play Everton. I think
they also in the north.
Crystal Palace.
No, Crystal Palace is not. I was thinking about.
Yeah. So for me, I think Glasner has really done a good job, and we shouldn't just because they lost and just glorify Everton for winning, which I think they deserve to win that game second half. But I think Crystal Palace over these 18 games have been really, really impressed. I'm impressed with them, and I think Glasner will be the next manager of Manchester United. If they sack, I mean, that's my prediction. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. Because this is the end of his contract with Crystal Palace. He hasn't resigned.
Yeah, he has refused to sign.
Not refused. That was the agreement. He wasn't going to sign. Yeah, so
I heard Crystal Palace wanted to tie him down to a new contract, and he's not listening. He's not talking to
because they had an agreement that's just going to be 2 years.
Want to go. I mean, we saw him at Eintracht Frankfurt. Apart from the last season, the penultimate season before he left, where he won the Europa League, they were piss poor. He had bad form.
But this is what we are saying in England. We saw Amorim in Sporting tearing the Portuguese league. This is him in the Premier League. So different club, different narrative, and different profiles. They say the best chef, their food tastes nice with the ingredients. The ingredients you have depends on how the food is going to taste. And I got 1 point from that game. You said it's a draw. And how lucky have Wolverhampton Wanderers been the last 2 games, considering late goals, to deny them all 3 points? I actually thought they were going to win. I predicted 3-1. You predicted 1-2. You predicted 1-2. You didn't watch the game. I know a lot of us didn't watch the game, but I watched the highlight. And I've been impressed with their play.
Brighton hit the post.
No, yeah. Brighton. But if you watch the game. I've been impressed with their play in their last 2 games. The play has been there, just that they don't convert their chances and lack of concentration towards the ending of the game. Probably there's a fear of them. We don't want to lose the point. At the end of the day, you start conceding late goals.
I think they have started to get themselves because they actually have 2 draws in the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Aston Villa was in the same phase, and Aston Villa has
3,
started changing.
I have 4 wins in a bounce right now.
Yeah, so they have started changing their story around. So I think Wolves can actually get there are ways around it. But if they are not getting it, they should be packing to be ready.
One game within they should start packing there already. You actually had them as a relegation candidate. You had them as a relegation candidate. I think I'm the only. I think I had them as a relegation. West Ham I had them as a relegation candidate. Juventus, AC Milan. What was policy thinking?
Well, he wanted the goals. I mean, he's been among the goals for this season, so he wanted it. And
come on,
Jimenez actually won the penalty. He wanted to take it, but Pulisic is a senior player in the team anyway. So,
I think penalty actually is it getting easy to play a penalty, to score a penalty, or is getting hard?
maybe it's the ball. Maybe it's the ball.
how is it?
You know, every year they change the balls. They change the aerodynamics of the ball and everything. They change. They try to improve these things.
But because
Because
the
it's
rate of
maybe-
penalty lost this season alone,
it's too much.
I've not seen that in football before.
It's too much. And
Like in a week, we'll see 5-10 penalty mix.
yeah.
It's really becoming too much. One player I saw Modric still playing, not just playing, balling.
His I wouldn't say reborn, but he seems rejuvenated. Like
No.
he's playing with some energy we haven't even seen him.
I feel like Italians is a home for the old people. From the time I've started watching Italian, once the player is getting old and they go to Italy, is like a new, fresh player entirely. So if you check the likes of De Bruyne is now balling. Like if there's no De Bruyne on the pitch,
But
Napoli is not playing anything.
But Oiland is not old. He's balling there.
No, all I did I said for the older one. I didn't say for the younger one.
No, because there's a narrative right now going on. I'm so sorry to.
But you know, Ola is not balling without De Bruyne.
Like I said, your evidence determine the food.
That's what
Because there's something I saw after the game in the Champions League. So I'm going back to Manchester United, and De Bruyne was saying that Oiland was coming deep to take the ball, and he said, "No, don't come deep.
Stay, I'll find you."
Stay, I'll find you." Which this guy never had at Manchester United.
We constantly said it. Even when he wasn't dropping deep, even when he made runs, they
They
didn't
didn't
find
find
him.
him.
Bruno will not find him. Garnacho won't pass him. Ahmad won't pass him. Like nobody was passing to him. We were not creating chances for him. And
So in other words, the club. I don't want to put it on the club.
There's a club dynamics.
The
team dynamics.
The team dynamics doesn't suit him.
Yes, it didn't suit him. It wasn't like it was a bad
It,
player. We
it
saw him
came
in
to
his
the
first
question
season.
I want to ask: is it time for Bruno to leave Man?
I've always said it. I mean, Bruno is an exceptional talent. He's been our best player for the last 5 years. No doubt about it. He's been one of the best midfielders in the Premier League for the last 5 years. At a point, he was creating more chances than Kevin De Bruyne. But then he had Kevin De Bruyne. The difference was Kevin De Bruyne had the material up front to finish off his chances, whereas we didn't have it here. He is the best player we have. But at some point, when you look at the project you want to build and the tools you need, I think he'll be better off away from the team, because now he's untouchable. You cannot drop him, and you're not playing him in his best position. You're playing him deeper, and he doesn't have the legs to cover.
As someone who likes those left players, I like to see players show their skills in the right way, not when you see a pass you want to dribble. Like I have a player in our club, Global Light Football Club, who likes to dribble a lot. Even when there's a space for him to pass the ball, he still wants to dribble all the time. And I've been trying to tell him, no, young man, there's a time for dribbling, there's a time for passing of the game. And Bruno, for me, I don't think it's the best thing for him to leave Manchester United. I just feel the team need to be built around him for him to play in his best position.
That is how you feel.
Yeah.
For me, it's time for Bruno to leave Man. For Man to go to the next phase of their life. Because I remember there's one season we finished, is it 8 or 17? And somebody walked up to me like, William actually played the best football of the season. I said, shut up your mouth there. We end 15. Or we end around that. Still like, what nonsense I say? Somebody plays football like we end 15. That means the person is not playing anything. For me, I don't know for Man. For me,
Actually, he always said it's the best for Bruno to leave.
The best thing for
But I
Bruno
don't
right
think-
now,
I
for
don't-
Man U, not for even for Man U, is to let Bruno live and focus more how to build a new midfield that can take him to the next generation.
Bruno, Casemiro, Ugarte.
Yeah, it's you see, Bruno will not allow Ugarte works to show because the controlling of midfield is not there. If the midfield is well controlled, those players will have time to think about the next thing. We are all talking about Casemiro being excellent, being nice, but the midfield is well controlled. Even if we are losing it, it's there to cover up the mistake of the midfield. But if the midfield is not well controlled, that means the person has no job to do.
But
Well-
on the subject of Bruno and the comparison to Kevin De Bruyne, at a point over a period of about 3 years where Kevin De Bruyne was shining in the league, he was the one player who lost possession the most in the Premier League.
Yes.
But then it didn't show. In Manchester United, Bruno loses the ball half of the time, and it shows.
Yeah,
We
because nobody
usually
to win the ball.
We
And
usually
it
concede.
needs to go.
If we had a Caicedo, if we had a Rodri, and Bruno was ahead of him, I think it would be perfect for him.
But at some point, you have the life of Uber playing with Bruno.
Pogba is not the profile of.
Pogba is not necessarily a 6. We made him a 6, and we tried to play him in an 8. Yes, he excelled, but then with him too, he's very creative. He takes risks, just like Bruno. And Pogba is a better dribbler than Bruno. Pogba is a better ball carrier than Bruno. Bruno's quality, his number one quality, is finding the pass from wherever. And in trying dangerous passes, he loses the ball most of the time, and our attacks break down.
Okay,
So, yes.
you said that Bruno should leave. I said Bruno should stay. You said Bruno should leave. And that game, Leeds Spurs won that game by 1 goal to 2 goals to 1. Yeah, you predicted 2-0, so you got a point from that game. I said Leeds were going to win. You got 0 points. You said it's going to end in a draw. No point. Aston Villa, Burnley. I said it was going to be a 1-0 win. The match actually ended in a 2-1 win. I got 1 point from that. You said it's a draw. You said it's a draw, and you said it's a 2-0 win for. Thank God City scored that goal. I forget 3 points. Jesus. The last game was Porto Benfica, which ended in a goalless draw.
How did that match go?
It's Mourinho. I think it's a Mourinho effect. Because if you check the game, if you check their XG, none of them, they each had like one shot on target each.
The whole
The
game.
whole game. And then I think Porto at home had about 5 attempts. Benfica had about 3. So it was a dull affair. I didn't watch it, but I just watched the stats. So based on the stats, I can say it was a dull affair. It wasn't as open as their previous games where usually Benfica, Porto,
That's
there will
why.
be goals.
That's why this man said it was going to be over 1.5.
Yeah, because Porto have been scoring all their matches.
Yeah, Porto has been
They have been
scoring.
They've won like
Oh,
More than one.
not
They have been
even-
scoring more than one.
Benfica have been conceding in all their matches, scoring and conceding, scoring. So I'm so shocked. This result for me, I swear, it was when I saw the result, goalless draw. Like, are you guys kidding? Same thing with the Juventus game. Juventus have been scoring this season. Still have been scoring.
I watched
Considering-
part of the Juventus.
I watched
game.
the-
It was quite open.
They didn't have the
flashy
quality.
clear-cut
Yeah, the
chances to-
quality.
yeah.
There was a chance Jonathan Davis fall out. Like,
Yeah.
What are you
And
doing?
Jonathan David his Juventus career has been like that, and that in itself, that chance that he missed, he just slipped. Like, how do you do that? It was just for him to just kick the ball into the pole.
It was really entertaining week. And who would you say is the team of the week?
Team of the week, Sevilla, baby.
Team of the week.
Chelsea.
For me, the team of the week is Sevilla because beating,
Barcelona.
not just beating,
They whooped them.
humiliating.
It's not just about the humiliation. I mean, I think teams are figuring out Hansi Flick right now. Their beating is offside.
No, I will not say that because I feel like
Because
if
PSG did the
Rafinha
same.
Rafinha and Lama was inside that game, it would have been a different story.
It would have been
Because
attack-wise.
attack wise, I'll go with Guardiola. Is to say the best way of doing it is to attack them. But if those boys have the ball, they control the ball more and give less ball to the opponent. But this man, they give more ball to Sevilla, so the Villa have time to run at them at their back. So I will not, that's why I'm not giving it as team of the week, because Chelsea actually played with one of our worst defense ever I've seen us playing in. and we want Liverpool.
Yeah, I can.
that kind of defense.
I can agree with you. Chelsea beating Liverpool as a team of the week, but nobody like for that game against Chelsea. There were people that still believe that Chelsea was going to beat Liverpool.
Somebody actually tweet Sevilla is going to beat Barca.
This is the thing. Sevilla have been one of the worst teams in the La Liga for years now, and even this season.
This season they've been poor.
Liverpool, although they've been winning, they have not been playing at their best. Chelsea have been playing, they've been performing, but the results have been mixed. So at the point, that's why we didn't even say Liverpool were going to win the game. Most of us said if there was going to be a win, it would be Chelsea. But with Sevilla, nobody saw it coming. And let's not forget, in the first 20-30 minutes of the first half, Barca actually lost the midfield to Sevilla. And they had all their midfielders playing. They had
It's not all about the midfield playing.
It was
the people that hold on Barca was not playing.
I'm putting like that. The midfield finds the attackers.
But these are the people that hold up on the ball like we are here. There's no way you give Lamy ball that you not see the effect of the midfield in Lamy's football, because it's going to take away the football from the midfield and say, okay, let me play the ball here. Just control the game for me.
What's happening? What
Barcelona could have easily beaten Sevilla even with Lamine and
Rafinha.
They had chances to do it.
They had chances to do it, and they missed the penalty.
Missed the penalty. And Sevilla took advantage of it.
So
you cannot beat what's in front of you.
If Lamy was said, there's no way Lamy is playing that penalty.
I think
Lamy is the penalty player right now.
When Lewandowski is on the pitch, he plays.
The designated penalty taker.
When Lewandowski is on the pitch, he plays.
Penalty. So you are giving your team of the week to Chelsea. So team of the week is Sevilla.
It cost my friend a lot of money.
So me, the team of the week is Bournemouth.
Yeah.
You just said Sevilla, right? Now you're saying.
No, I just remember my Semenyo.
Right. It was Fulham. They are age mates.
I'm just joking. The team of the week for me is actually Sevilla, because the Discord online before the game was it's going to end 6-1, it's going to end 5-1, it's going to.
Everybody expected it.
And aging Alexis Sanchez balling out. So I just felt Barcelona losing back-to-back games in the Champions League and all.
To everybody.
To get to everybody.
There's a problem with Barca, right? It's been there. If you can match their physicality, because if you say you want to play football against Barcelona, they will play you out of the park.
Swear.
But if you can match, or you can go a level above their physicality, you will cause them problems. And PSG showed it. Sevilla have shown it. Even Rayo Vallecano showed it. Let's not forget about Rayo Vallecano. They showed it. And that highlight, people are beginning to have secondary runners.
Yeah,
one person will be offside and then somebody will run from
behind.
The third goal against Sevilla scored. It was the same thing. Somebody was actually in an offside. They were playing, and then somebody ran from behind because they were playing that person offside. They didn't respond early.
Two Nigerian boys who just got a call up for the national team where they want to destroy Barcelona in that game. And on the point tally for the week, I got 7 points. You got 9 points. You got 7 points. So currently you are.
Let's go back.
You are leading with 2 points.
Let's go back to the tablet.
Okay.
See you next week.
See you. We're going for international break. Hopefully we'll be watching the Ghana last game of the qualifiers live at the Accra Sports Stadium, and also Nigeria, who got a news that South Africa have been dotted 3 points, will be hoping to beat Benin Republic and Lesotho in their last game to see if there's any chance of them qualifying to the World Cup. And I know you guys have tried a lot of being on the show with us to this time. And if you've not clicked on the like button, please do click on the like button right now. And let us know in the comment section, which team do you think was the team of the week? I want to get your opinion in the comment section. Thank you, Mr. Rotano. Thank you, Mr. James, for being on the show today again. As we dissect the games that took place all over the weekend. A final word from you guys.
Congratulations to Chelsea.
Final word from you.
Man is coming back.
Man is coming back. And I know a lot of people will be asking, oh, why you not wearing the Chelsea jersey? Well, I tried to wear a Chelsea jersey, but
he didn't. It's not one of his words.
I didn't get the Chelsea jersey.
He said,
there's one here we can put it on you right now.
He said, so probably some other time I will try to get a Chelsea jersey, and let's see if it's gonna happen.
Don't worry, just started it. Nobody's going to do what we say.
All right. Till I see you again. Till we see you again, we say, stay safe. Peace out.